Let's go and make one of these knife calligraphy pens. Now these are so easy to make. You are going to need a soda can, preferably one that is cleaned out and empty. Take the soda can, put it onto its side, take a razor blade, or in my case a scalpel, puncture a hole just in about the center, pull it down but not all the way to the bottom. Make sure to go nice and slow, and yes, it is going to sound very bad when you are doing this, so just keep in mind this will be pretty noisy. Now at this point, go and take a pair of scissors, go up to the top of this line, and then cut just about 3 to 4 inches down into the can. The larger that you make this, the more material you will have to go and work with. Go and cut the other side. After you have that side cut, open it up. Make sure not to go and cut yourself on any little tiny pieces that might be sharp. Cut that piece off. And now we're going to go and take some of the little tiny sharp pieces off of the sides. So just go around, shape the sides slightly, make it a little bit more flat if it is a little bit jagged. After you're done with that, go around the corners and round them out just slightly. This is going to really help when you're going and shaping this a bit because you don't want to go and end up cutting your hand on this. This metal can be very sharp. So after you have that rounded out and the edges rounded, fold this in half, just like that. And we're going to go and put this off to the side for just a minute or so. Go and take some wooden dowels. You're going to need 2 to go and make these pens, because this pen that we're making is going to be a little bit less bendy than the other one. So go and take the front end of it, use a pencil sharpener, sharpen it ever so slightly until it comes to just a small point. After it is sharpened, and it looks just about like this, we are going to go and cut off any sharp, jagged, pointed tip because you don't want it to go and cut open your paper or cut into anything when you go and use this. As funny as that sounds, since we are making a knife calligraphy pen, but go and line this up in the piece of aluminum there. Go and shape your knife so it should be pointed, round it out, and then come to pretty much a flat top. And you can actually staple this. So go and staple this, get everything in place. Make sure the wooden dowel is pushed down just a little bit and you have a small space from the end, and then just glue the top in place. Use a generous amount of hot glue, and you can kind of see that this one, again, really doesn't bend too much. It comes to a point, so we're going to go and make one that will bend more, which means you're going to go and have a lot more of your ink go and spread everywhere. So just as you did before, go and take your metal can, cut another piece off. Go and cut this piece off of the can fully. And after you have this piece here and you have it smoothed out on the sides, go and fold it in half. After it's folded, go and take your wooden dowel, put it up more towards the top of this. Now we're going to go and shape this again. Same exact shape as what you did for the other one, pointed at the end, rounded, and then a flat line on the top. Make sure the dowel is up a good amount, and this does have some bend at the end of this. Then we're going to go and just staple it together. After that is stapled, we're going to go back and of course hot glue it, and then we're going to go and test it out on a surface. You can see this has a lot more drag to it, which is great, so this is going to go and squirt the ink a lot further. Now let's go and grab some red ink. So I am putting this into a container that I have here, going and dipping this, and let's go and test this out. This is the one that bends a lot less, and really honestly, this only creates pretty much just a line for the most part, and it doesn't really spread out too much, which is fine. The other one, which we're going to go and test in a moment, does a lot better. So this one will spread pretty much everywhere, which is great. This gives the effect of pretty much what I wanted for it to look like a calligraphy knife. So here is the text that I'm writing down. And here really is the absolute fun part of this, where if you dip it in enough ink and you can get the metal separated on the side, so applying more pressure to one side, you get this awesome effect where it looks like the ink is going and flying everywhere, kind of like you would get with what it would be almost blood splatter like. These calligraphy pens are so incredibly easy to make, and you probably already have everything laying around. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, take care, and there are more tutorials on my profile.